I'm coming at you again from my most beloved kitchen. I just love these open shelves. They just make me so happy. My mom says that they clutter the place, and that is also true, but they make me so happy. And I get to, show off my little mug collection. Good morning. It is Monday today. And this week I am in, as it feels like I always am, I am in pursuit of a routine. I have recently, I guess not recently, but I hit a bit of a wall yesterday. I went to Aries' place to walk his dog because he just got his appendix out. Finally got his appendix out. Woo! So he just got his appendix out. So I went over to his place to walk his dog, and then I was going to have some friends over in the afternoon, and we were going to reupholster my ottoman because one of my friends has a staple gun. And I went to Joann's on Saturday and I got the fabric and I got the batting and everything. And then I was sitting at Aries' place and I was just so tired. And then I just started crying. And so I just ended up lying on the couch with this dog. And I was like, fuck, I keep hitting these walls. And I'm so frustrated where I ended up canceling on my friends. And I'm like, I hate being the friend that always cancels. And I was like, you know what? I think the thing is that I am straight up not sleeping enough. I usually get about 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night. I can't coast on that like I did throughout all of my 20s. I can't do that anymore. So this week, my goal essentially is to basically be in bed at 9:30 so I can be asleep. So I know I will be asleep by 11 because it can sometimes take me a really long time to fall asleep. And then, getting up at 8, which is 9 hours, because I think I need 9 hours, which is so much sleep. But my bestie Ferris was like, yo, as AFAB people and also neurodivergent people, we straight up need more sleep. As neurodivergent people, our brains are processing more information than a lot of neurotypicals because it processes the info in different ways. Cool. And then, being AFAB, you need more rest for whatever reason. I don't know the science behind that, but I trust Ferris with this stuff because they have a master's in social work and a bachelor's in psychology. So I trust them when it comes to this kind of stuff. This is all to say is that I went to bed. I did that last night. I was in bed at 10. I think I was asleep by 11. I hope I was asleep by 11. And then I woke up today at 8 and I feel okay. I still felt a bit groggy waking up, but I definitely feel a lot better than I typically would at this time of day with less sleep. So I'm trying to be in a routine this week where, I'm working between the hours of 10 and 4, or maybe even 10 and 5, and then trying to really turn my brain off, or at least wind my brain down and not stay up until 2 a.m. playing Infinity Nikki. Sophie? Oh, you're not, okay. Well, little Miss Ma'am, Miss Sophie, she's not going to shut off my coffee table. So this is to say, this week I'm in pursuit of trying to get into a routine. The ADHD part of my brain is like, that's boring. You're putting me in a box. I refuse. And then the other part of my brain, the maybe autistic part, is like, hey, routines are really good for us. Also, routines are really good for ADHD folks. You just kind of have to find routines in which you can have a little bit of wiggle room. So I guess that's what I'm doing. And I'm also trying really hard because my favorite thing is all or nothing thinking. I love all or nothing thinking. It's just the best. Where I'm like, okay, this is the week where I fix everything. This is the week where I wake up and my whole life is in order and I never have to do this again. And I'm not going to think like that. I just started seeing a new therapist, and something that she said to me last week or in the week before was health is accumulative, which is a very simple concept, but it kind of broke my brain because for me, maybe it's the gamer in me, but I'm always like, okay, so at midnight, all of my stats reset to 0, and then I have to build up from that the next day. And she was like, that is simply not how your body works. And I was like, you're so right. So we're always learning. And I'm, gonna try and sleep a lot this week, drink more water, do very basic human maintenance things, and see what it does for my whole thing, while also actively not letting myself fall into my all or nothing thought traps, because they're not good. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit of hot lemon water because like I said, I'm trying to drink more water. And then I'm gonna go get a coffee. And then I have my Patreon Monday stream. I think I really like doing Monday streams on Patreon. I think I'm gonna keep this up. I was kind of test driving them in January because this is my first month having a streaming tier on my Patreon. And so I think I'm just gonna do weekly Monday streams on my Patreon because it's nice. It gets me like going at the start of the week. I feel like I spend the stream planning but also working. So today we're going to do a little bit of I'll probably do some planning before stream, and then on stream I have some like admin stuff that I need to do. So I will do that. But then I think I'm going to get to draw on stream, which will be nice. I'm actually also maybe even going to be crocheting on stream, which will be fun because I'm finishing up my parents' extremely belated Christmas gifts because they're going on a little trip. And I want to make sure that they get said gifts, or I'm making them little like gloves, little like fingerless gloves. And so I want to make sure that they get said gloves before the trip. So I need to finish those today so I can send them off this afternoon. Happy Monday. Yeah. Oh, baby. Hey. Honey, what's up? Hey. What? Hey. As I get to tidying up my bedroom on this rather sunny Seattle Monday morning, I wanted to take a second to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, filled with thousands of classes from a myriad of creative fields led by top industry experts. They've got fiber arts, watercolor, pattern making, quilting, hand lettering. The list is basically endless. They also have loads of lifestyle classes, like how to develop a creative workflow, time management. Actually, the other day I took a class from Carrie Cakes called From Mess to Success, Essential Organization for YouTube, because I am in awe of Carrie's extremely consistent weekly uploads, and I wanted to learn her ways, so I did. I'm also getting into the swing of journaling again, and I'm looking forward to taking this class from the illustrious Amanda Rachley. Her class is called Art Journaling for Self-Care, 3 exercises for reflection and growth. And I really want to use journaling as another tool in my ongoing battle against my perfectionism, and I think that specifically art journaling in this way could be a great way to do that. If you want to delve deep into your creative practice, or perhaps you need help discovering your practice in the first place, Skillshare is a phenomenal resource, and the first 500 people to click the link in my description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Let's venture forth and learn something together. And thank you again to Skillshare for supporting this channel. Comfy cozy? Yeah. Yeah. Are you my comfy cozy girl? You so comfy? Oh my god. The radiators are so warm. Jesus. No wonder you like it here. Hey, Mom. Another thing we'll get to do together today is that I have D&D tonight. So I was going to have my work day, like 10 to 4, but now it's more like 11 to 3 because I'm going to be streaming from 11 till about 2:30 so that I have a little bit of downtime before game. So I can go on like a little afternoon walk and stuff. But yeah, D&D. Woo! I'm excited. God, I love my I love me little tabletop games. All right, stream starts in 9 minutes. What needs to get done? Being fully transparent with y'all. Aging is weird and strange. I have so much in my brain today. Thank you. I also love my earrings. And again, I know it's also one of those things that like I notice way more than anybody else notices it. Yes, they do. They do. You can go into, if you go on Patreon, there will be there's like a little live streams collection. Also, one of the characters that I voice on my Spooky Scary podcast that I do, Points of Articulation, she's Irish, and Irish is one of my weakest dialects. So the more and more I practice it, the more confident I feel in it. And I also realized watching a interview that my Irish dialect is rather similar to Saoirse Ronan's, which I thought was a lot of fun. So cute though. And my dad's are gonna be the alternate. So they'll be matching. So cute. I finished the gloves. So cutie. I'm so happy with them. They look so good. Ah! They're so cute. Yeah. Teehee. I really like them. I just hope they're not too tight. Ooh.
Imagine what Shadow could have looked like.
Oh God. This is gonna be kind of weird. Do you guys want to say hi to my vlog?
Sure. I'll allow it.
If you just want to say hi to my YouTube video.
Hey! Goodbye. Hello. I mean, hello. Did I get it right?
Yes, it's perfect. Thank you.
Hey, you.
Hey,
Hello.
you! Loser!
Okay. You know what? I'll say that the vomit doesn't affect anybody. You feel the urge to vomit, and then it goes away.
Okay. Ugh.
Maybe we get a little bit in our mouths.
Ew.
Yeah.
Fucking nasty. Okay.
You're welcome.
No, he's alive.
Oh, okay. Well then, alright, fine. I'm gonna do a thing that I never really get to do, and I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds for once.
I love that.
So,
I love Chad trying new things.
yeah, so Chad is, freaked out as all hell, holds up his delicate little uncalloused hands, and they glow with a sickly green, yellow-green energy. So. Yeah. Jo, vad är det? Vad är det med lilla? Min älskling. Älsklingen. Y'all, I have breaking news. Sleep rules. It is wild what getting enough sleep does for the brain. I feel like I can handle my shit. It's kind of surreal and makes me feel very silly for not prioritizing it sooner. Anyway, hey, happy Tuesday. Today I actually have an interview with I have an interview with Andy J. Pizza, whom I've talked about loads before on this channel. I'm going to be on an upcoming episode of Creative Pep Talk, which I'm really excited about. So we have that interview in like 40 minutes. So I'm going to eat my oatmeal before then, try and drink my tea. And then today is going to be a lot of drawing. So I'm thinking about going to the studio so I can just kind of like lock in for a few hours, just because there's a lot of projects that I need to be working on, or just like a lot of stuff that I need to be drawing for. So I need to get to the studio and draw. Gonna focus right now on eating my oatmeal, drinking my tea, and getting ready for my interview with Andy. I'm really excited. So I'll see you once that's all done. So I never actually recorded a follow-up clip after my interview with Andy, after my Creative Pep Talk interview. And I really should have, but instead I'm going to tell you about the interview a month later. I'm recording this a month after the fact. But during that interview, I had a really big revelation that Andy helped me come to, and I wanted to share it with you because it feels very important. I'm not going to spoil the whole episode because I want to make sure that you go and listen to the episode when it comes out. But I can at least tell you about the big, beautiful revelation that I had because it kind of blew my mind. Andy was talking to me about my video that I posted a little ways ago, last year, about my art crisis because he had watched that and wanted to reach out and chat to me about it, about these kind of revelations that I was having about my own work where I feel bored with it. And I'm realizing that my perfectionism has really been holding me back and stifling me for the last few years. And we were sort of talking in that vein. And he said something along the lines of, from an outside perspective, looking at your work, a lot of the stuff that you make feels really in line with concept art. And based on what you're telling me, a lot of the work that you were drawn to and the work that inspires you is concept art. And it really feels like you want to paint, you want to tell stories with pictures as opposed to words. Have you ever thought about concept art as like an avenue or a path you could take? And I kind of just stared at him for a second and I just started laughing because I was like, no, that's actually never crossed my mind once. That's never crossed my mind as a possibility because I don't know. I just assumed that it was beyond me, even though all of the work that I like want to eat is the way that I describe it. Like the work that gets me super, super jazzed. A lot of it is concept art, or I guess like feels like concept art because it's work that is more focused on the feeling it is trying to create as opposed to the sense and accuracy of the piece. And those are always the ones that get me so jazzed. I also told Andy that for me, my champion goal, like my big aim when it comes to making art, is I'm always after the whimsy. I'm always after the whimsy and the magic and the wonder. And I want to create art where it feels like you're getting a glimpse into a bigger world. You're seeing a part of a story. You're seeing a glimpse into some magical little creature's life. And he also brought up my love of Dungeons and Dragons and my love of video games and said that concept art makes a lot of sense with how I talk about those things. Because whenever I think about fan art that I want to make of my different TTRPG games, we have so many incredible cinematic moments that I want to put to paper, so to speak. And I think always in terms of the feeling I'm looking to elicit as opposed to the sense I'm trying to make. But then the thing is that my perfectionism and my need to do things quote unquote right makes it very hard to bridge that gap between like wanting to capture a feeling but having to do it right. Those things are at odds with one another, which is kind of my next thing I have to overcome. So I'm very grateful to Andy for bringing this up at all because now I've had this huge revelation and it's given me so much direction and clarity with where to take my work, with what to study, with what I need to work on. It's also given me just a lot of clarity on just the type of stuff that I want to make. And I scrolled through my Instagram as well, and I was like, wow, yeah, I guess concept art is the word that comes to mind. I think some of my pieces, I think some of my art definitely elicits that more than others, but I'm excited to kind of have this little guiding star now because I've been wandering in circles for so long and I've had no idea where I want to go. I feel like it's another reason why I feel like I was getting bored with my art and why my perfectionism has been getting in my way. Just because I've just been going in circles because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing this for. This doesn't feel like it's for anything. And, you know, art doesn't necessarily need to be for anything. It doesn't need to be like for value, but it's easier to enjoy it when like you're on a journey as opposed to just like sitting in a cul-de-sac. You know what I mean? So now I'm on a journey and I'm excited again, which is also very cool. So I'm trying to just hold on to this excitement and really, really run with it and fight my perfectionism tooth and nail so that I can get silly with it, so I can get wacky, so I can get whimsical, and just let go of my desperate need to do everything right. So that's my big aim. And now the cats are getting into something. So I'm going to go check on them, and I'm going to leave you with some beautiful, luscious sketchbook ASMR. Thank you. I want to say, like, love you, like I'm hanging up a phone call. But, yeah. Enjoy. Thanks for being here. I hope you liked the video so far. Talk soon. Oh, this is very exciting. Hello. Yes. Good morning. Who kept me up all night, huh? Yes. Oh my, yes. I know. You guys really messed up my schedule last night, huh? You're yelling and you're sneezing. Are you feeling better this morning, Pepper? Yep. Oh. What? I know. Yeah. Yummy. Come here. All right.
Expensive side. We're having you take them off your hands. Go ahead and give me, I guess, intimidate? Give me an intimidate with disadvantage? I'm okay, intimidation, I'm a +4. Okay.
You sassafras. Oh my god. Tiffany, I love you. Oh my gosh. It's from her new collection! It's from her new plushies! Oh my god. Oh my god, they're so cute. Wow! Tiffany, this is so cool. Oh my god. I'm gonna bring you, I'm obviously gonna show you closer. Oh. Damn, it's so cute. And the sandwich! This was supposed to be for the product, but do you want to model with it? You can. Good work, Pepper. Excellent work.
Oh, you get it.
You get it?
Yeah, I get
And he
it.
was in a little doggy named Melon.
Yeah.
And a vision of a slug the size of a moon. To eat the mind of Mother Void herself! To rule the universe for 1,000 cycles!
Priest you have of the people.
I left.
You left.
I must have left home.
Can you remember where home was?
Home was
Yes. Where was home?
Florida.
Florida. Your family's from Florida. You don't have to keep standing there. It's okay. I know it's you, and you don't have to keep standing there. Get that one.
I could easily be a villain.
Is that what you're aiming for?
This is working, right?
Yeah. Thanks if you think it's avoiding. Did you come back to want to be my co-host? But you're too shy, so you wrote it down. You know what? I'm gonna ask you some questions.
I'm really nervous, but I think I'm ultimately excited, and I think that this kind of excitement and drive and forward momentum is something that I have been missing for a really long time. Hi, I realize that this composition might, oh Sophie, careful. I realize that this composition might seem a little ominous, but it's 5 p.m. So we're working with what we got. Welcome to the end of the week. I meant to film yesterday, but I did not because I had to take Miss Pepper into the vet for a bit of an emergency visit, but she's fine. I just gotta get her on some probiotics. She just had a little bit of an ince. She peed on the bed for the first time in ages and also wasn't eating yesterday. All of her blood work came back normal. She's all right. Just gotta keep an eye on my girl. Yeah, so I wasn't able to do anything yesterday, just completely wiped me out. And then today I've been doing some Patreon stuff, and now I'm basically going to be spending the evening recording points of articulation. And I think it's appropriate. It is like a rainy, kind of, rainy, cozy gray evening, and it's a very scary podcast. So that'll be fun, and I'll get to use my new mic. But first, I'm gonna make some fried rice so I have some energy to record, and then I'll do that. So you, however, I'm going to say goodbye to. I hope you've enjoyed this video, this little hodgepodge of a video. I haven't gotten all the footage on my computer yet, so I hope that it was nice and chill. And I hope you enjoyed my maybe kind of world-altering revelation about my career. We'll see. It's changed a lot about how I'm thinking about stuff, which is cool. And I'm excited to see how it shifts and how it shapes me moving forward. So thanks again, Andy. You rule. And yeah, I'm gonna make this fried rice. Drink some water to make sure that my vocal cords are in shape. And then I'm gonna be recording. So much talking. I gotta break out all my accents though. There's this character named Ben Valentine who talks like this. He's great. And then there's also a character named 1359 who's a sort of slimy Englishman, which is very fun
And then I get to do sort of a very sort of harsh RP, kind of like this. Someone who's very haughty and thinks they know best.
That's fun. What other voice do I have? Oh, and then of course I've got an Irish dialect in there too. So again, my Irish dialect is not the strongest, but I think that it's getting a lot better the more I talk in it casually and the more I'm able to use it for the show. I also realise that actually my Irish dialect that I'm using is a lot like Saoirse Ronan's. So that was a fun discovery. All right. Oh, and then I've also got a bit of a doctor-inspired dialect as well. He's sort of a mad, maybe not a mad, sort of eccentric scientist sort of vibe. And my director / writer was like, think Doctor Who, very David Tennant, Matt Smith Doctor Who. And I was like, can do. So that one's fun too. It's good. Helps me stretch all my dialect muscles. Sorry, Pepper is eating her medicine that I've been wanting her to eat all day. I guess she got hungry enough for it. This is huge. I guess I just can't force her to eat it. I just have to like put it down and hope she just gets around to it later. I mixed in a probiotic with a churro treat, and that seems to have done the trick. I don't want to move for fear of her stopping eating it and not finishing it. Okay. Food time for me too. Have a good whatever it is, wherever you may be. I hope you're doing all right. Hang in there. I'll talk to you soon.